y'all, I am back with another video, and finally it's been a year. So I'm gonna be doing my 1 year update today. I'm gonna just be telling y'all basically what my life has been like in Dallas for the past year. As some of you know, actually let's just jump right into it. So as some of you may know, I moved to Dallas in March of last year, and hold on, I don't know how to describe it. Like, let me just, hold on one second, hold on. Yes, he has been so good. Okay, I just want to tell y'all before I say anything else, I want to just tell y'all God is so good, man. Like, I moved to Dallas March 5th, 2020. I'm sorry, March the 6th, 2020, and it was the best decision ever. Like, it has been the best decision that I have ever made in my life, in my 20s. Like, it's the best decision. It was life-changing for me. And so basically, I've been here a year. I've been in school, I've been working, I have had the opportunity to network with different people, even during a pandemic. So when I first got to Dallas, it was closed down. So, well, actually, no, when I moved March 6th, I came right before they started to shut everything down. So I didn't even get to do anything like go out and see people, meet people, or anything. I literally came here on the 6th, which was a Friday, and probably that following Monday is when everything got shut down. So I didn't have time to go eat at any restaurants. I didn't get to meet any new people, nothing, just straight up COVID. And so moving to a new city during COVID was it was interesting. Like, I wasn't expecting it. If for any of you who know me, I really was looking forward to moving to Dallas. Like, I was so excited. I had been longing to move here for years. And then finally, when I get the opportunity to come, COVID happened. So at first, it didn't dawn on me like, hey, look, we're going to be shut down, because as you know, all of us, we were just navigating through the media and with just playing everything by ear about how everything was going to go. So we didn't really know. So in my mind, I was still planning as if we were not going to be shut down. So I was still like looking up things on Pinterest and places to go here in Dallas. I was looking up groups on Facebook. I talk about Dallas Girl Gang. That's how I met a majority of my some of my friends here is through that group on Facebook, because I wouldn't have, if not, I would have been in the house, like I was in the house, but I wouldn't have been able to network once everything opened back up. So, yeah, I was pretty much still planning, still trying to get playing my life as if we were going to be able to go back outside in April. And then they kept extending the quarantine, the stay at home thing. So I was like, wow. So I'm like, I really moved to a new city to be in the house? Like, what? Wait, what? You mean to tell me I moved to Dallas to be in the house this whole time? So once I got over that quarantine hump, I was pretty good. In the midst of the quarantine, you know, just moving to a new city and being quarantined was okay at first, but then it did start to take a toll on me mentally. And so I just had to like be in my devotional daily. Mind you, I'm in a new city. I don't know anybody. You know, I was away from my family. My family lives in Georgia, so I'm like hours away from them. So I used that time to literally just get in my devotional, you know, start praying, journaling. It gave me some time to self-reflect and actually it was resting. So, you know, quarantine time gave us plenty of time to kind of like self-reflect, pick up a new craft, rest, all of those things. So that's pretty much what I did from that hump up until I moved into my apartment. So once I moved into my apartment in June, by May, everything had started to open back up, you know, and I started to meet more people. So I was going to restaurants, I started going to brunch, and my life started to just like, I guess I don't really know what the full plan is of why God has me here. He only gives me so much. So even now, I don't even know, like, okay, God, like, we're out of quarantine, I'm meeting people, I'm doing certain things, I'm networking, like, what's the end goal here? But once everything opened back up, in May, and then I moved and I got settled into my apartment, and I started to go out and meet people and, you know, go do brunches with different girls and just see what it was all about. Like, I was like, God, like, I love it here. Like, y'all, I was so happy. So a couple things. Dallas has the best patios for brunching, y'all. Like literally everywhere. Like, it's not hard to find a rooftop patio brunch setting. Like, it's not hard at all, and I love that because that's something that I thoroughly enjoy. So I was like, thank you guys. So over this summer it was pretty cool. I think some of my favorite parts about living here in Texas is that if I want to go on a vacation, and I discovered that with, you know, the travel ban and everything. I have been to Mexico since quarantine, but as far as just like doing the normal travel that I like to do, I was not able to do that. So I do like the fact that living in Texas, with me living in Dallas, there's so many other places I can visit in Texas, and then I'm so close to New Mexico. And I don't know if anybody is a hiking fan, but like, you can go hiking, you get to go see like all of the different landscapes. I'm a sucker for like landscapes. That's why I love California so much, because I love the landscape there. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, like, I was like, I love one of my favorite things about Texas is that I enjoy driving out of the city and just driving out to some of the different areas of Dallas and some of the different places. And like I went and visited my friend 4th of July weekend in Houston. I have friends now that I met here in Dallas. I met them, they live in San Antonio, so I have them to go and visit. I have a friend in Austin. I'm able to just go and travel. Like, I can travel within the state and get to tour it like it's a bigger state. It's things to do. So that's one of the things that I do love about Texas, is that you can literally travel the state and get a good vacation in. Wineries, you can go to wineries. They have different wine tastings. Like, y'all, I love it. And so I'll say around the fall, I was in school this summer. This past summer. I'm still in school now, but I was in school this past summer. So I was able to still do school. The schools here in Texas the colleges rather, they are, if I had to compare them to Georgia, I would say the best. Like, they're more lenient with certain things, and when I say that, I mean just the admissions requirements for certain programs are not as strict as Georgia's is, and then there are a lot more schools that offer a lot of different options for you. So it wasn't limited, and I really appreciated that. So you know, I was in school over the summer. I'm trying to think of more things that I have done, y'all, because I don't, once they opened outside up in May, I was literally getting in my car, driving everywhere. I didn't care what it was. I would just go on Pinterest, find me a location, and just get in the car and drive. Like, I didn't care. Like, gas was cheap too. Like, y'all, I was getting in my car, driving anywhere. I would get lost and just stumble upon something. So yeah, once the fall came, you know, I was in school. I was still going to different like brunches and networking events, like the ones that I was invited to, like this business event where you brought your business card and you just network with people, and that was pretty cool. Something that I do notice here is that networking, they're very big on networking here in Dallas, and I love that. Business networking, Black businesses are opening up left and right, booming. Y'all, this past year in Dallas has been everything that I expected it. I mean, of course, COVID happened, but it still was everything that I expected. And as of this past Wednesday, Dallas is fully open. So I'm really stoked. Like, I'm really excited about just the summer ahead. I'm not taking classes this summer, okay? I'm not taking classes this summer. So I have decided that, like, I'm going to explore. I'm going to really explore Texas. I'm going to, you know, indulge in more. For the most part, though, this past year in Dallas has been amazing. I am beyond grateful. I have been able to, again, it's just the same thing for me. Meet new people, you know, just see the community that God had waiting here for me when I took that leap of faith and just said, God, I trust you and I'm going to go. I have been so blessed, y'all. Like, this past year in Dallas has been a blessing to me. All of the vlogs that you see and people are talking about Dallas in a good way, believe it, because it's true. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. Even my down days here are a good day, because it's just like, God, thank you. I'm like, I wake up and I find joy in the smallest things. Like, I'm so happy that I'm here. I'm so happy to be here. Like, I'm looking like I love it here. I love it here. Dating in Dallas. Now let's talk about dating in Dallas. Hold on. Dating in Dallas. So dating in Dallas has been, I have not went on any for real dates. Like, I've been asked out for coffee and it was a horrible date, but the guy wasn't from Dallas, so yeah. Yeah, no real dates. No real dates. So yeah, dating here is interesting. So something that you have to be mindful of here in Dallas is just making sure that the person that you're trying to pursue, that they're not in a relationship or married. Because something that I do appreciate about Dallas is that people tend to get in relationships a lot quicker. Like, you know, it's not hard to get into a relationship here, but you just want to make sure in the relationship with the right person. And you want to just make sure that they're not already taken. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I usually, when I'm outside, like, I see all these good looking men and I'm like, then I have to look at their finger and I'm like, oh, they married. Then their girlfriend come walking by, I'm like, oh yeah, see, here, like, the men are here, but you have to make sure that they are not married, because they will wife you, okay? Like, the right ones, when it's your season, when you're supposed to be getting wifed, you will be wifed in Dallas, okay? No delays. So, but if you're wondering about me, I'm single. Still single. God is not releasing me yet, so here we are. Single and loving Dallas, okay? Getting the fullness of why he is here first, and then the companion coming later. But for the most part, dating is pretty cool. I don't think it's hard. I don't see women complaining about the dating life here. You know, it's just you see me, you want to date me, you want to pursue me, you want to court, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Let's just go and do that. It's no, like, I'm speaking from what I've heard, what I've seen. No one really complains about the dating life. It's just like it's all about putting yourself out there here. Like, if you want to date and if you want to meet someone, you have to go to the places where you can be seen, basically. Like, go where you can be seen and date. And that, it's just simple as that. Like, meet the guy, meet the woman, go date. Like, that, it's just that simple. The job market here. So I did not have a problem finding a job this past year. So as you all know, when I moved here, I was already with a company when I came, but I did transition into another role. But even within the transition, I still had a job. There are tons of jobs hiring in Dallas. So the job transition has not been a hard one for me. Yeah, it hasn't been a hard one for me. Like, it's not going to be hard to find a job. Like, it wasn't hard for me to find a job. It just depends on what you're looking for. I'll say that. I don't want to just say it's going to be hard. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you're willing to settle with or settle for. So it hasn't been that bad. Like, the job market for me, I haven't even met people that complain. Most people that I've met have said, oh, I moved here for my job. So that's that. The cost of living, I did see over the past few months, like, I moved in my apartment in June, but I did see, like, the cost of living go down, like, decrease throughout this pandemic. Like, apartments having specials, giving you free rent. So over the past year, I have seen a decline in rental rates across Dallas, just depending on the area. Let me just be very clear, depending on the area. And yeah, for the most part, this is my update, guys. Like, I'm still loving Dallas. I'm still happy. God is still coming through for me. Opportunities are still waiting for me and just presenting themselves. Like, y'all, this is the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. I love it here. And to be completely honest with you, I'm like, God, if anybody knows me, people from, you know, my friends or whatever, they can tell you that I'm the type of person that I'm always on the go, ready to roll. Like, all right, I'm here in Dallas. I'll give you 6 months and I'm out. But y'all, I actually found myself being like, I'm gonna buy me a house here. Like, I love it here. I love it here. So, yeah, that's my update, y'all. I love Dallas. If you are watching this video and you are considering moving to Dallas, check out my other videos, because the answer is there. And I'm gonna confirm it again here. If God is telling you to move to Dallas, pack your bags and come to the promised land, okay? Like, I absolutely love it here. God did his thing, okay? I cannot take credit for it. God did his thing. I absolutely love it here. Turn up. I'm excited. Yeah, so again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.